The Trials and Tribulations of an Engineer. Episode 4, Life After Classes. I graduated college in 2004 in the middle of a declining job market. Leading up to this event, I had an important decision to make. Do I venture out into the working world knowing that the economy is not that great, or do I stay in school and get my master's degree to make myself more marketable to prospective employers? I opted to pursue a higher education degree in the hopes that I would be able to command a higher starting salary. Spoiler alert, this did not happen. At least not at first anyway. You see, when you just graduate out of college, you just have knowledge of theory. Colleges and universities do not teach you how to work. That is what vocational schools are for. What colleges and universities do is teach you how to think. This is why I strongly recommend that you go out of your way to try 2 or 3 internships while you are in school to see if you even like to do a specific type of engineering. By the way, if you are curious what the courses are for a master's degree program, they are basically the next level up version of courses that you took in your undergraduate degree. As a mechanical engineer, you have the benefit of being in a field that is very broad and you can have many very different types of jobs. Just me by myself have been in the following career paths: teaching, construction management, HVAC consultant, plumbing and fire protection consultant, owner's representative, an engineering technician and an energy manager. All of those roles are very different with a completely different knowledge and skill base, but they all can be obtained by someone with a mechanical engineering degree. I will go into detail about all these roles in later episodes, but for now I will give a quick synopsis of each job type and who it may be good for. As a teacher, you often have to have a master's degree or plan to have one within a certain time frame. This job is ideal for the individual who was very comfortable in a school environment and excelled in their studies. Some perks of this job involve having the summers off, if you want to, because you can teach summer classes, and having a shorter day in an quotation marks office. You do have to take a lot of work home with you though. A disadvantage is that kids and even young adults can be less than nice sometimes. Construction management is ideal for engineers who do not wish to do complex calculations in their day-to-day work life. This job requires a person with excellent communication skills, both written and verbal, as well as an attention to detail. This job can either be behind a desk or in the field, and sometimes both. Some skills that you would need to have are contract negotiation, contract writing, cost estimating, reading and verifying submittals, as well as specifications and takeoffs, which means counting the quantities of things so you know how much you need to order. I jokingly liken this job to babysitting for adults, because you will have to constantly seek out other people to do their tasks so that the job can move forward. Mechanical, electrical, plumbing and fire protection engineering consultants, otherwise known as MEP consultants, involve creating plans and specifications that describe how to build HVAC, electrical, and plumbing in buildings. This job can involve a lot of overtime that is paid, but the frequency of the overtime can be finicky at best. This job requires someone who is detail-oriented, can work well with others, and is okay with doing repetitive calculations over and over again. This job tends to be highly stressful to meet, at many times, unrealistic deadlines, and for often little gratitude. This job is great to teach you an abundance of material if learning new things is something that you crave. An owner's representative, in my humble opinion, is the ideal job for a person who prefers to call the shots and have other people do work for them. You most likely will not get this job straight out of college. You often have to work a few years in the MEP field before having enough experience to be able to apply for the job. This job involves supervising the project, representing the owner and their vision. This job can be very lucrative and have positions in the $100,000 range. If you prefer not getting yelled at and doing the yelling instead, this is the job for you. An engineering technician is a very varied role. In my case, it involved me following the maintenance personnel and ensuring that they performed their duties as required. This job necessitates a person to make quality assurance reports as well as managing contracts. For this job, you are almost like a liaison between contractors and staff. This role involves little to no math and is ideal for those who no longer want to carry a calculator with them at all times. Finally, we have an energy manager. This job is for people who would sleep better at night knowing that they are protecting the environment and conserving resources every day. Calculations are a big part of this person's day, as well as writing scopes of work and other reports. For this job, the person will need to know the basics of HVAC, lighting, thermal envelopes, windows, solar panels, battery energy storage systems, as well as having great presentation skills. This person would often work hand in hand with an environmental engineer. I hope that this has given you a taste of what jobs are possible with a mechanical engineering degree. All these jobs have taken over the place of 20 years, and there are still opportunities to do new and different fields in the future. If this has been informative and helpful to you, please consider clicking that like button and subscribing. Till next time.